And we are live, Hardy.
Do it live.
We are live like Mumbo number 5. I
Do
think I already made
do
that joke
do
once.
do 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 do
Toot,
do
toot,
do
toot,
do
toot,
do
toot,
do.
toot. And I'm
Uh,
with my good friend.
yeah, everyone, congratulations on the most easy buy
Yeah,
something in history. Like
indeed.
$1,000. So I think congrats to Murder Marst. I think it
Murder
was.
Mars,
It's
yes.
claiming in the chat. You just to let you know, you only won because my ledger malfunctioned. So the
Oh.
transaction got stuck. I thought about transferring it before, and I didn't do it because I had thousands. I was just gonna just ape. But you got me, buddy. You got me. But I was really hoping to be able to cover it live. But
Yeah, me too. I was all looking forward to it, but then, yeah, you made me aware it was 4 seconds too late. So yeah, then it
uh,
ends. Yeah, that's the
DeMiller,
rules.
um, DeMiller said, "You don't do a freaking 1K giveaway with a few minutes in front. LOL. That should be a great marketing way to get people prepared." I don't know. The last 2 weeks
Hey,
it's been
Danny.
slamming. Last 2 weeks it's been slamming. I'm sorry, DeMiller's just mad because his I am Groot like tree fingers are just so long. It's really hard for him
It's
to
I
where you
told
over.
him.
go.
I
It's
told
over
him the.
already. What did you? To be fair, I
Yeah.
think on reflection, I think probably, and this is was a little bit excited. What we should have done is, maybe given a longer notice period, right, before we did it, and then loads of people would be ready, and yeah.
Yeah, it was a split decision. We were in a meeting an hour before this one, and we were like, "What can we do to get everyone excited?" And that was the idea that came up. Uh,
My ledger broke mid performance. I'm really bummed. I mean, I still gotta. Yeah, I should have transferred the money off because I was
you told
fuming.
me, like, yeah, you
I
were
was
thinking about
fuming.
it. Yeah.
Fuming because I was like I'm gonna just I don't care how much it costs, like I'm gonna win this.
Yeah, I
And
was in another meeting, and I was like, why are people leaving it so late? It's risky.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really risky. But
I, I had two issues. I had to restart my computer. It was like I was on with Frito and it kept not reloading. So I was like, all right, let me just restart my computer. Got it back on. Didn't plug in the ledger. So when the transaction goes through, it's like, oh, plug it in. So I plugged it in. By the time I entered the code, transaction is just like now it's stuck. Now I have to restart my computer again to make any transactions. God, I hate my
Yeah,
ledger.
that makes sense.
But
Well, Marst, congratulations on $1,000 in MDB.
so yeah, every 4 minutes, 50 seconds. Yeah, I think his was the wallet I was checking because I was checking my competition. I think he had like $40 in MDB or not MDB in BNB
BNB,
in
yeah.
that wallet. I was like, all right, this person's like got two more buys in him. And I left open a tab to wallet watch. I was like, all right, see, eyeing out the competitors. But that's the way the cookie crumble. But how we doing this Friday, boys?
Pretty
good.
good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Good. Just
Danny, how are you
reading.
feeling?
Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. Just reading Da Miller's comments. He's got a point. He's got a
He
point.
does.
He's right. I think we there's no point in us being and do you know what? I'll take responsibility for that. It's
It's all of
yeah.
us, right? I mean, we thought it was nice, and yeah,
No, we said, Danny, you can't do this without notice.
yeah, of
And
course, of
he's
course,
like,
yeah.
fuck off. I run this ship. I run this ship. And we're like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes
Yeah.
every time.
That's funny. You can't. You literally told me it's too soon. It won't work.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose. Yeah,
Yeah, no, what we actually focused on was the run up to Farm Frenzy instead of the run up to the event itself. Because
yeah.
we're like, oh, how long should we give it before the Farm Frenzy?
Yeah.
So they were running live. So yeah. But I think the ones you did the last couple Sundays were those prepped out or were those you just did it in the chat,
But
right?
they were
Ah, but
pretty
it was
impromptu.
much lower risk, right? Much lower risk. Uh,
When is Demiller? Is Demiller coming up here today?
Yeah,
He was
he
requesting.
just
No, he's right though. You know, he's German. They say it as they see it, and das ist nicht gut.
Das ist
And
nicht gut.
richtig. Yeah.
so yeah, it's
Well, it's good for Mars at
yeah,
least.
it's good for Mars. It's good for Mars.
Yeah.
It's but it's yeah, cool. But no, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right after my near death
Yeah.
experience.
Wow, that was I told you yesterday. It sounded like a horror movie what you went through.
You can still hear it like buzzing around in his stomach, actually. So it's a
Yeah.
hornet. It's got six more shots to go.
It's like Men in Black. Do you know where the little man lives inside his head and he's
Yes,
controlling his
he's
body?
controlling him, right?
Yeah, I've
yeah.
just got a bee
That's right.
now. Who's in charge?
What is it? A bee or is it a wasp? I don't you know.
To be fair, I'm assuming it was a small bee because it left. So as I was telling you guys earlier, for anyone else that I haven't told yet, I was basically running along. I was right at the start of a run as well. It was really frustrating, and so I'm like running with the dog, and it just went boom, and straight away all I could think of is I don't want to swallow it. I thought it was a fly, and because it felt really big, and so I was going just to try and make sure whatever, and nothing was coming out. I couldn't see anything,
This guy.
and then I was in like a lot of pain, and I was and it was, you know, the flappy bit at the back of your throat, like the nice soft tissue there, that was agony. And I put my hand in and I got a sting out. So
you got the stinger out, really?
There was the sting was in my mouth, and so that's how I knew. Then I was like, oh, okay, right. I now I know what's happening. There's no evidence of what it was, or other than the pain that I'm in, and there's a sting, and obviously, you know, I obviously can. A flying object obviously went into my mouth. There's no doubt about that. And it was, I'll be honest, it was, and I'm just like I'll walk it off sort of kind of guy, and it was really painful. It was like
I
really
can imagine.
painful. Yeah.
But I mean, if it swells up, right, you might feel a bit short of breath, or like
I'd like my lips started to swell. My face was swollen here, and you know, so there was like, it wasn't like anaphylactic shock, but there was signs there that I was having an allergic reaction.
Yeah.
It was just so painful. It was agony. But like I said to you earlier, Frida, when I woke up this morning,
you were good.
It was like, it was almost like it had gone completely. I just felt a little bit under the weather, and that's it. So
glad to hear you're doing better.
Yeah. So is Demiller coming? Send link. I'm in.
I just sent him the link.
To what? To our. Oh, right, nice.
Senden ein Linken.
That's not completely right.
Yeah, no one knows apart from you, Frida.
Yeah. Yeah. You study German culture and language.
The Germans.
Yeah.
He's like, I love the 1940s.
Oh, the thing is,
it's the D. Ein Lincoln.
That it's D.A. Miller, yeah. That Miller. I don't care. I don't know. But actually, I live like 5 minutes from the German border and like 20 minutes from the Belgian border. So, yeah, if I don't speak German, then yeah.
Are you guys tired? Are you and Demiller tired of having to pay for all the irresponsible Southern European countries like Spain and Italy and Greece?
No, I'm moving to Spain anyway, so yeah. I'm fine.
All right, I just don't get the deal there. You know, when in 2011 I wasn't as worldly as I am now, so I didn't understand the Greece collapse. I understood nothing about the world, honestly, in 2011. But all I know is Greece had a lot of debt, and then the rest of the unit had to pay for it. Danny's like, we're getting the fuck out of this. We don't want any more of Demiller's cousins coming from Poland taking our jobs. We're getting out of here. We're getting a guy with a good haircut.
Yeah, it's basically what happened.
100% true story.
Well, it's to be fair though, it's you know, the whole European story. I think the difficulty is because we're always getting political on the US side. Let's get political on the European side. The people that really suffer actually in all of this is people like the Dutch. because the Dutch aren't the ones with the huge manufacturing base. And so they're, if you're in Germany, you know, yeah, okay, you're bailing out these people that are buying all your cars. So you've got this, this circle of money. The Germans might feel that this is financially speaking, not against the German people, but they might feel that financially they're doing a big bailout, but they are by far the largest beneficiaries. Whereas you've got countries like the Netherlands, and I always joke that there's two types of people in Europe that are pissed off with the UK leaving the EU. There's the ones that didn't want us to be in it, like the French, who just hate us. And then there's the ones that are pissed off that we left them with the others. And that's the Dutch and the Nordics, where they're just pissed off with the Brits for leaving them there rather than for leaving.
Yeah, but on the other side, I mean, props to you for leaving the EU. That's such a bold move, and yeah, props to you guys.
It's you know me, I'm an optimist, and I love like a positive story, and I really buy into a story that's really positive. And I'm somebody who can, I can always be taken on a path by somebody selling me optimism rather than doom and gloom. And they really screwed up with that whole EU thing, because it was just too like, telling an island nation that you'll never make it is like, is telling the most stubborn group of people that they can't do something.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? This would be funny.
We'll do it. I'm gonna add the Miller, by the way, because I see.
Yeah, I was gonna add him, but he's it's like he's doing some sort of like like the
there he is. Hey, the Miller.
Hey guys. Hey.
There he is.
I thought you were coming on.
Yeah,
well, with camera, no, I knew he wouldn't go with camera.
No, I'm 14, so I can't. No.
This is true.
Yeah, every one of our countries has laws against putting him up here with his picture.
Very good. So you're disappointed with the game, DeMillo?
No. I'm just like, I'm German, as you said. I'm German, and like I actually thought about playing today, but I was like, no. I just think like I taught my sister. Like my sister, she got like a OKX wallet because of El Jaboom, and now she wanted to buy MDB. I was like, okay, buy now. But like I would bought it too, like if I had like a chance to get some BNB, and I think that's like a lot of people also would do. That's a problem.
Yeah. Well, we'll start. Mars won't mind if we start again. He's okay with that. So we'll just start again. It'll be fine.
All right. Yeah, we'll start right now.
It did make me think though. Would you be okay if you had won, DeMillo?
Of course.
Of course, but still, like we also shouldn't start now. We should start maybe tomorrow. So that would be the same problem if we start now again. Like people need time in advance, I guess.
Tomorrow.
Somebody in the chat just said, even time in advance. Like a lot of people don't have the time to buy every 5 minutes while living a life. You're catering to a select few. So, but I already have a solution to that. What we'll do is we'll put out like a Calendly, and we'll get all 6,800 holders to respond to it, and we will find a time 4 years in the future when everyone is available for a 2-hour window.
And then somebody won't buy in their 5-minute slot, and they'll the person before them as won, and that'll be yeah. You need to design a system where we can all win, Harley.
What are you going to do? All right, that's why we're talking EU, right?
I think it is a good game if people have noticed, because I think you could. You at the end of the day, you have to sleep, and everyone has to sleep, hoping that when they're awake,
they're the winner.
The game is still winning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every human being has that same, like that is pretty even, isn't it?
Yeah.
We all need to sleep eventually. So
true.
Oh, this person's so upset. We're so upset.
Where is this?
It's just in general. It's like sarcasm all you want. Look how your competition played out. Yeah, we'll do it with more advanced notice, and then I'll tag you. I don't even think they're watching this one.
Yeah, I was setting up.
No, but look, Fox is high. If you're seeing this, we're talking about it because we agree actually, and
Yes.
we're just we're trying not to, you know.
Well, he
we're
doesn't
trying
think you
not-
should do buys every 5 minutes. I don't know what he thinks. Maybe we should do like everyone has to buy at the same time, but the largest buy wins, and then it'll be unfair to people who aren't millionaires.
Yeah. True.
I don't know.
The
He could put
smallest buy
the
wins.
smallest buy wins. There we go. We could do that.
Everybody puts a microtransaction in. Like, yeah.
So, Demilla, what's going on in your world?
Oh, like in the non-crypto world,
Either.
life is. Yeah, I still need to eat pasta and tomatoes here. So it's like I was thinking, maybe this time in the year I could like get some money from Foxify, but no, I need still to eat pasta. But like it's fine. It's fine. I'm a student, so I don't care.
Yeah,
You're
you're a
used to it.
student. You're an eternal student, right?
You know, it's like general medicine. So it's like
It takes years, right? Like 9 years to get your master's.
It's 6 in Germany. So I'm done next year. I will be a doctor next year.
But are you
Yeah,
then?
that's
Are you
scary.
then doctor?
Doogie
is
Howser
the-
over here. Doogie Howser.
Do what?
Yeah, never mind. It's a TV show about a 14-year-old doctor or
I'll
something.
be right back. I think my food is here.
I think I'm.
We're doing the wheel today, right?
Yeah. 2 wheels. We have the Zap NDV3090 wheel, and then we have the Frito and Harley giveaway wheel for for the Zealy Bros.
You're doing that again?
Yeah.
More Zealy, bro.
More Zealy Bros, but it's the last Zealy Bro, which we did. I did put in the announcement yesterday, and that's why DeMiller wanted to come up here. DeMiller is very attached to the Friday Farm Frenzy.
Oh
He
yeah.
is, and as about 20% of the audience, he should be. So we will be revamping here because Frito is going to be
Hey, Manny.
leaving us for about 2 weeks.
I'm going to Austria, baby.
Yes. He's going to
Yeah.
go hang out with DeMiller's other cousins. I just
Yes.
assume everyone looks like DeMiller from Germany eastward until you hit Turkey.
Oh wow, that is a bold assumption.
It could be. Yeah. Never thought about that.
So what's life like once you become a doctor? What's the deal? How much are you making? Let's talk Turkey.
Like in dollars or in euro?
Euro.
Honestly, real money, dollars.
Yeah. No. The
Yeah, you said
Yeah,
yeah. You said
euro,
yeah.
not dollars. Dollars is fake. Cocaine
Like,
money.
You will start like with 50k a year, like on as a
What?
resident, and then it goes up to like 100k up to 200k, something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I want to be a radiologist only if MDB will not succeed, and then I will around like half a million, something like that.
Because
The
else
question is when,
you'll drop
not
out.
if. It's when.
When?
Yeah, I will be there for sure. Like I will stay. I don't even have MetaMask on my phone anymore because I'm like I don't watch MDB. I can't sell it. I need to check for my seed phrase to sell it. I don't know where it is, so I can't sell it. I don't know.
Why would you sell it though?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
only buying actually, and I'm getting some back as well because of that. Hey guys, smakelijk.
What is that? Is that the
Mm.
Dutch thing?
Mm. Mm-mm.
What's what?
Mm. Alice, that's a pizza calzone.
Oh, very nice.
So a folded over pizza.
Yeah.
I
I'd
thought-
like
I
to
thought you
have
weren't-
only dinner actually.
Hmm.
I thought you weren't coming, Alice.
I wasn't. My course just ended.
I can share with you.
So you thought you'd be. So the game is over. There's the big controversy today is that the game is over.
Mhm.
Ian, the masked returner, returned and won it. and
Yeah.
and then some people are upset, and so the reflection is that we should have given people more time to prepare for the game. Although the game was going for an hour, right? So, like,
Yeah. Well,
if
you know,
and some people
What was
did try
the
and
game?
buy at the end.
How did Master win? What was the game?
oh,
Buying
go
every 5 minutes, right? At least every 5 minutes. It ended because, well, on my side, my ledger computer issue, and I couldn't get it through. And then 2 other people bought, but they bought 4 seconds too late. So people were waiting till the last
Yeah.
minute. I was setting 2.5-minute alarms to go back and buy personally.
Yeah.
yeah, and I missed it because I was organizing Farm Frenzy, and I thought that we were good. But then Harley came along and said, it's ended. I'm like, what? There goes our topic for today.
What's the price?
$1,000 in
$1,000 of
MDB.
MDB.
No way, really?
Yes, really.
We were in the meeting where we said we were going to do it.
Yeah, you
I
weren't
have a
here for
brain
the
that's
part where
sick.
we said it was your idea, and it was actually when I blamed Danny for battering us and screaming at us that we were going to do this no matter what our objections were. It was actually Alice who was like leading this, but she's coming on here. She's clearly trying to throw Danny under the bus now, and we're with her on that. We're with her
To be
on
fair,
that.
I have a brain like a sieve. I can't remember most things. Danny will be able to confirm that.
Things people don't say in the job interview.
That's how I got the job. I have a brain like a sieve.
Yeah. But do you know what? I tell you what. I'm going to put in an impromptu. Alice hates this, so let's do this live. I'm going to put in an impromptu event on Sunday, right? On Sunday, I'll do an impromptu AMA because I actually like doing the odd AMA in MDB where we just shoot the shit and have a chat and catch up. So you know, I'm feeling like reinvigorated after being this close to losing my life yesterday.
Nice.
So on Sunday we'll set up an AMA. We will do $1,000, and I will cover it out of my own pocket.
Wow, Danny.
I will cover it out of my own MDB pocket. So how's that?
I can't be there, but I love it. I'll be in Austria, but yeah. That sounds like a great plan.
Okay. So leave that. I'll tell you what. I'm going to. DM Miller's still here. You can't see because he's. So DA Miller is here as well, Alice. By the way, but
I'm still here.
No face doxy. Talk to us about sort of the EU question. Then is it all the pesky Germans' faults, or is it the Southern Europeans?
The what?
Oh, yeah, is Greta Thunberg your prime minister?
Yes. Didn't you know that?
That's what I thought. I don't understand like European stuff or where like they all are.
Really? Not at all?
Aren't you moving to Europe, Harley?
Yeah, but that's Italy. I mean, that's culture. You know this. You're Italian, right? Like Florencia.
Don't talk about me being
Firenze.
Italian in front of Danny because he gets really mean.
It's only 25%, I hear, right?
Why did I say there?
Yeah, I love
I'm
it.
proper catfishing as well. Like no makeup, been rained on versus like.
It's a bippity boppity Friday fun frenzy with Italiano Alice.
Danny, you're really showing me up because I look a lot better in that picture than I do right now, and they're like
Sorry,
next to each other.
she keeps taking over. She's hacked the system. Oh, I said to Alice last Friday. I said, "You haven't mentioned anything about my Italian impressions," and she just went, "Yeah, you a dick."
Nice.
She a front man on here.
Yeah, I got a DM from Frontman like the next day, and I was like, "Oh." But
it's King Charles II again. The kills.
It's the third. King Charles III, Frito. Come on.
Really? Oh my God.
Learn your British monarchy.
God,
stuff.
he's like 180 years old. How can I know?
Wait. Who? Is that the current president or the
Yeah.
king?
The president. No, the current president is 200 and something years old. He's called.
Well, I
Joe
mean,
Biden.
to be fair, like the presidents in the UK serve about 20 minutes each, so it's fair that I wouldn't know who it is. But the president or the kings and queen, the
Okay.
queen was there for like 70 years, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 60 odd. I think the Queen probably served for about half the time your whole republic has existed, Harley.
Yes. Yeah. That is right. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I think her father was King George, right? No?
Probably. Alice knows. Alice
I
knows.
have no idea.
I know
Well,
what.
Demilla, what's the German view of the royal family and all of that jazz?
We don't understand anything about that actually. Like
No.
the Queen somehow it was kind of like the grandmother everybody loves, and now King Charles, like nobody knows him in Germany. Nobody, like literally, like
Mm.
He's like the uncle nobody wants.
yeah, basically.
I
Like,
feel like everyone likes Kate and William, right? I feel like Charles should have
Yes.
maybe just skipped.
Yeah.
yes, true.
Yeah. Those two are great. Yeah.
Who's Kate and William?
They're,
Come on.
they're the president and the first lady. Holly?
Okay.
Do you really not know who Kate and William are?
No.
But,
Wow.
but you know who Harry and Meghan are.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the other brother. That's the bald brother.
Yeah, that's the one who's going to be king next. He's
Yeah.
Oh, lit. Okay, good. Yeah, that nasty ginger you guys sent over here is like
Right,
I
so
have
don't sound like
come
that.
I know so staunchly. I wanted to send him back those ginger projects we talked about. You can go there, scrounge for. He's like, you got any of that sunscreen food, man? Mine just needs a little bit, you know. You take it back. My policy on refugees has changed drastically. Like I say, put him on a little boat and let him just paddle his way back to motherland.
refugee.
I-
He did say that he didn't feel safe in the UK, didn't he?
It's a worldwide privacy tour.
What
Yeah,
is
those
it?
people are clown shoes.
What's wrong with the UK then? I loved it there.
Nothing.
was
He,
really
he is just dramatic. Him and Meghan act like everybody hates them, but actually no one really cares about them. That's
Oof.
Okay, shall we put the wheel up, because we've been going for like half an hour without any spins.
Get spinning, baby.
Yes, sir. Will do.
I'm going to turn off the camera for a second because I'm just going to type an announcement. So
Please
Yeah.
don't put my face on there again.
Oh, there he is.
This is like a before and after picture, literally. Like
Yeah.
before makeup when you first wake up, and then after makeup. This is not
yeah,
fair.
it's basically what you signed up for and what you get.
Yeah.
You guys have actually
When-
never seen me
When you
without makeup.
ordered a girlfriend from Wish.
All right, guys, I've got
Sorry to disappoint you.
this is the regular wheel. So we've got Good Crypto Win on there twice. We've got Marco DK thrice, if that's even a word, or 3 times.
Thrice.
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 Then not fries, but thrice. Then we've got Screwed Up Texas, Dax, Mike Novak. So a very nice wheel. Many of the regular suspects on there. The Miller, I'm gonna ask you first. Who do you pick?
I'm going with Good Crypto Win.
Good Crypto Win. Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Okay.
Let's go. Alice next.
Don't pick my guy. Don't pick my guy.
Screwed Up Texas.
God damn! I knew it. I knew it. Before you called her name, I was going to interject. I was like, this is it. He's going to go guest Alice, and then he'll let me pick. And I was like, somebody's going to take Screwed Up Texas. Damn it.
Harley, who will you pick?
Screwed Up Texas. I'm still going with him.
All right. Then Alice the second, who do you pick? Danny?
Danny's talking to you.
No, he's gone. Danny?
I'll pick on his behalf. He
Okay.
picked. Has everyone been picked?
No. No, Novak hasn't been picked. Dax hasn't been picked. Marco hasn't been picked.
Okay, we'll go for Dax because he's only got one entry.
Dax. All right. Then I go for Mike Novak. So nobody goes for Marco, who has the largest percentage.
That's the evil empire. He's got,
Yes.
he's got 3
Sorry,
entries here.
Marco.
All
I
right,
like
I'll change allegiances just so everybody's covered here, just to be the inclusive. It's very important here in America.
Okay.
So,
So you're going
I'm
Marco?
Marco. Yeah.
Nice. All
I
right.
know Marco in real life, and I don't like him.
I don't believe you. He's Danish, I think. How can you know him?
No, I know Marco in real life. Different Marco.
Oh,
He's
you
from
know
Mexico.
a Marco. There you go. Okay. Well, good luck, everyone. I'll spin 4 times, by the way, because we have another wheel to go through. You can hear it?
Yep. You got volume today. I know that.
Boom, baby.
Boom, baby, boom, baby, boom.
Mike Novak, congratulations on $100 of MDB.
I don't know. All right, go ahead
one.
before I say anything else.
Let's go. There he is. Marco, congratulations. $100 in MDB for you as well. All right, let's see if we can get the streak going. Yes, we can. Another double winner. Nice.
Oh, you just win.
$200 in MDB and one more spin, one more regular spin. Wow. That's cool. So we've got 2 double winners.
All
Mike
right.
Novak and Marco, both $200 in MDB. I'll
Congrats.
stop sharing real quick. Congratulations. I will take this wheel off, and then in a little while, I'll reveal the second wheel. And that second wheel is going to include the people who joined our current sprint or the previous sprint in MDB. That was a little bit of sleuthing. That was buying some MDB and generally just having a good time. So the next wheel will have 4 winners as well. And each person will win $50. And yeah, we will pay that out of our own pocket. So it doesn't go out of MDB. It goes out of Harley and mine pockets. All right. So how are
You see-
we? Yeah.
Danny just announced the one on Sunday.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about where
So
Danny
here,
went.
taking everyone's feedback on board, we can see a bit of notice is helpful for a bit of buy frenzy fun.
Yes.
Congrats to Mars winning $1,000 of NDB fair and square. We will start the game again at 1500 UTC on Sunday, $1,000 prize. I'll also hold a community AMA with no specific agenda at the same time. See you there.
Nice. I love it. Let's react the hell out of that, guys. You know how
Yeah.
much. Yes, you know how much I like reacts.
You attack, I react.
I love them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So, how are you feeling, dear Miller, about this being the last formal Friday Farm Frenzy until we restructure things?
Yes.
You know, it's a bit sad. Like, I only bought once into Farm Frenzy, only once, and I won. But still,
Nice.
but still, I hope you guys have some good plan, because I have no other plans on Friday afternoon. So I hope you will come.
We'll definitely continue doing something. But
Can you tease already something, or is it like secret?
No, we're thinking about it, aren't we, guys? I think, Fredo and Harley love doing this. We've got a really strong little group of people that come along. But for MDB's sake, we want it to be bigger and better, right? So we're just going to take this opportunity to have a few weeks off, really think about how we can, incentivize people to come along, really. So we'll definitely be back. I think Frito and Harley would quit if we stopped it all together.
We'd branch off. We'd start our own.
They'd stage a walkout. We'd have no staff.
We would start our own thing. Yeah. We'll start our own YouTube channel, and we'll be off.
In the US, ESPN just fired like a ton of their staff because what ESPN has done over the last 20 years basically is run the same program with two different people, right? The same format.
All joking aside, you are the only two people that have ever worked with us that haven't set up your own Discord yet.
Did you see Frido's face then? That was a great laugh, Frido.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
I was like, he's right. Yeah.
He started you're eating it with a fork. Isn't it pizza?
Yeah. It's calzone. You need to cut it.
It's calzone. Okay.
Yeah.
But back to the format, right? So ESPN fired all these people recently, but the issue with them is they've dropped off is they use the same format for 20 years. Nothing's ever end. Farm Friends, we've been doing this since December, right? Mm-hmm. And it's July, which in DeFi, again, most projects do not last that long, right?
Yes, man.
We've done it every single week
event in DeFi ever.
Yes.
Ever. But so we just want to put some freshness on it because it's important. Like this is essentially programming, like television programming. And it's important to revamp that. We would essentially run a 10-season show. And we need to come up with a new script here because engagement's down, viewership is down. So we're going to come out with Breaking Bad Part 2.
And of course, the writers are striking, right? So we can't ask our regular writers to come up with a nice script.
Yeah.
We're going to get a robot to do it.
Yeah, but we will.
Yeah, nobody actually knew that this entire thing is scripted. What you're watching right now is scripted. This is part of the script to say this is scripted.
Everything that we see is to the T, like scripted.
Machines are not your enemy. That was in the script.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot to take it out. Sorry.
Yeah, so we can't tease too much because we don't want to. I may have gone a little bit far kind of teasing it already. So we don't want to do any more announcing until we've figured it out. And of course, the heart and soul of the NBB community is on vacation for 2 weeks. So it gives us a little hibernation period.
Where are you going then, Danny?
I'm not the heart and soul.
And neither am I. But I do appreciate the compliment.
I was talking about DeMiller.
Mic drop. Where are you going then, DeMiller?
Oh, in the summer generally.
No, now. Apparently.
Oh, I'm not leaving. We were talking about you, Frito.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of the big news that dropped yesterday? I saw someone put a 500x leverage on XRP and turned $260 and 50K. And I'm like, usually I'm tapped into like news and stuff like that for crypto. And I just didn't know because that was one of my places like on the CPI data is, put leverage a certain direction and just see what you can do with it. Man, that thing was up like 80% or something, which is what 80x at 100 leverage, right? It's like what 400x, something like that. It gets nuts.
There is like one crypto because my mom, right? She's like 70, bless her. She doesn't know a thing about crypto, but like half a year ago, she came to me like, Frito, you gotta buy XRP because it's gonna be the thing of the future. It's gonna be the new money. I was like, yeah, Mom, I already have XRP, but you know what? I'll purchase some more. And then last night when it happened or whenever it was, she sent me a screenshot because she had like $100 in XRP, and she sent me a screenshot like, whoa, I got like 153 or 160 by the time she made the screenshot. He was so happy that she made such a nice bag, so to speak. So bless her. But very good, solid advice. Listen to your mother, guys.
Yeah, 60% profit is basically 100x for XRP holders.
Yeah.
I bought that in mid 2019, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, to be fair, while stable coins have died left and right, my XRP has held its $40 in value over 4 years. It missed an entire bull run, but you know what? I've still got $40 minus inflation, of course.
I think it's like you look at the market cap, it's big, right? And people talking about it.
$500 token.
Yeah, it's like it gets a little bit out of whack, doesn't it? I don't, the shares of a company, I suppose sometimes get into silly numbers, but it's people are talking crazy numbers in terms of market cap for it. You know, how many businesses are worth more than $1 trillion, right?
My side hustle.
Yeah. But I think it's. I wonder if it's too early. That's my thinking. I think there's probably a cycle that we need to go through, and I think if it was like October, November, and that news had hit, I think you would see like a bit of momentum carrying into 2024. But I think it's an honest question is I think that one of the motivations for Foxify actually is that I genuinely think that trading is the most reliable entry point for people to come into crypto, right? Because it has, there's loads of genuine benefits like no KYC, and there's on lots of decentralized apps, and the fact that you can have decentralized apps and you don't have to trust sort of the broker that you're dealing with. I think there is a genuine, like, really strong selling point there that is valuable to traders. So I think trading's a really good entry point into crypto. Outside of that, I lack a bit of confidence that you're going to see the same entry of retail money of people looking to buy tokens and projects in the next bull run that we've seen in the past. If I'm honest, I think I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, Frito's mom's buying. Yeah, retail is here, baby. No, I think. I mean,
or maybe just broader adoption of Bitcoin means that there's just a much larger percentage of people that are then crypto friendly and start to explore other things. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is, like, it's always been talked about, like when they get these spot ETFs and stuff like that, you got to start getting real Bitcoin being bought. But the second layer to that is what people have been really waiting for with institutions, is the stamp of approval for the masses, right? Because most people in the world won't do something until someone tells them it's okay, right? That's just how it goes, right? That's why you get so many lunatics in crypto, is because it's a double-edged sword, right? People who come into this are just like, they're willing to take these risks that normal people aren't, but that sometimes that brings scammers and absolute crazy people and a mix of those, which creates pride and legend, right? So you get this whole space like that. I think if that thing comes around over the course of several years, it's going to become completely normalized, right? Especially when you get wealth transfer from people who are never going to understand it to people who are incredibly comfortable with it. It doesn't necessarily need to be backed by anything, just because like most things aren't backed by anything, really. They're backed by the belief in them, which is the barrel America's like staring down at the moment. We're losing belief in ourselves as a country, as a unified people, right?
And your money.
And you're saying, and you're seeing the issues with that, but you're seeing a growing belief in Bitcoin, right? Yeah. Even outside of our bubble. So I think that's what'll happen. I don't think you'll see blow off tops any longer. I don't know what that means for the older space, the wider space, though. I think Ethereum could come in and have an ETF and essentially be the operating system for a lot of things. But I don't know. I'm just a guy in a room in Washington Heights, New York City.
What do you think, Alice?
I don't know.
It's okay. She balanced out. I talked for a long time, Chuck for a short time, so we got an average answer between us.
That's our special guest, Alice. Yeah, thank you for the expert commentary. Yeah.
What about DeMiller?
The Miller, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people will come like organically, because like when I started crypto like 2 years ago, so very like it's not
Recent.
it's very recent. Like after I joined by accident in crypto, I direct 15 to 20 people with me into crypto. Like all of them are in MDB right now, I think. So it's like you need just enough people who just come after the next people. So I think there's like this organical growing of crypto communities, and like also the understanding. Like my sister is now 22 and she starts to think about crypto because like MDB and Foxify, we drove yesterday 8 hours to my hometown and we were only talking about crypto
That
and
is
like
cool.
all this like PolyG and all this El Jaboom and all this crypto influence. We never talked about that. I mean, we never talked 8 hours like on a row at all, but still like there's a lot of people starting to think about crypto. I believe, especially young people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's a good point, and I think the difficulty is it's very easy to recommend it to people when everything is going up, right? And I think that catches on very quickly, and it's easy to forget that. But then when everything's going down, it's very hard to recommend crypto to someone outside of crypto, because the risks during this point of a bear market are obviously very, very high, right? So kind of makes it difficult. But yeah, people are very fickle. As soon as a lot of money's sloshing around, I think I don't know who it was that has made the point before. I don't know whether it was you, Harley. I think the before the last bull run was such a unique circumstance of people being locked up, money being printed. Not only were people being given loads of free money, but you also, people couldn't spend the money that they had, right? So there was just this like completely like random sequence of events.
Yeah, what kicked off, but I think before that, because that's when I really got into crypto. Was I started I bought it before, but I really got into it like late 2018, early 2019. So I got like right at the bottom of Bitcoin. I wrote it up and I watched it, over the next year, and it was like 7K, 8K. It bounced off the bottom, and there was still like a culture there around it. But then the Black Swan came and essentially obliterated it. But there's a lot of community around it then. Like not nearly as much as there is now. But I think the fiscal policy obviously had an impact on it. People being stuck at home, all those things are very, very true. And it gets harder every cycle basically to have those same movements because like the market cap is higher. You can't push things. It's much harder to 10x from a 60K Bitcoin than it is to 10x from a 6K Bitcoin, right? Like infinitely harder. So I think that'll come into play. Also, I mean, the money supply is down a lot. Interest rates are higher. This is the first real macro pullback outside of Black Swan events that Bitcoin has faced, right? So because it was created at the bottom of the bear. But also, I mean, I don't know. I think it's going places. What do you guys think of I had some crazy thoughts about CBDCs. And I think it's another thing that can help people get more comfortable with it. But like in terms of what the government can do with tokenomics, right? Like I try to explain this to some people who weren't in crypto, and they're just like looking at me like I was crazy. And I was like, look, in 15 and 20 years, they're like, that's impossible. Like 15, 20 years, when you've slowly been conditioned to it, I was like, just look back on this conversation. And in a small chance that I'm still alive in that time period, you can come thank me. All right. And it's how they can use it essentially, like what we're talking about the pandemic with like fiscal stimulus, stuff like that. So let's say you have an economy that you want to stimulate, right? Instead of sending massive amount of checks to every single person, all the data, who to send money to, and you have to send checks, right? You could technically put an expiration on their tokens, their money, that if it's not spent, it goes away. Or you drop because you could put an automatic yield on their own money in their accounts, right? Instead of having to do bonds and all this, you could drop that yield automatically, which then encourages people to go out and do it. You could, on certain, if you're inflationary, you could cap the purchasing on certain goods automatically. You could change sales tax instantly. You could do so many things with it. I mean, that's outside of the darker things of like blacklisting, people's assets and things like that, like almost instantaneously, and the impacts this would have on like whole industries. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's a really interesting point. I hadn't really thought about that. If you want to guarantee that people will pay tax, it's a fantastic way of doing it, right? The guy's coming to lay my driveway, and there's no like, hey, I'll do it for cash, and I don't give you an invoice or any of that stuff going on, because if there's a wallet to wallet tax, it's assumed that if somebody is giving money from one person to another, that they're buying something, so therefore there should be a tax applied. It's
but that would mean there's no more fiat money then.
Well, that would be the fiat money, right? Fiat money is already digital, right? In most cases.
Yeah, but there will be no more tangible money then. It will only be like digital money, right?
I think that's where Alice and I were talking about this just the other day. Actually, I think you've got probably at the moment you've got this generation. Alice's theory was that when we're the older generation, then you can completely wipe out cash, because then there's no excuse for people our age. Whereas at the moment, many people above our age are just not digitally native, and it would be maybe quite a painful transition.
Yeah. Well, and like we think of things like when we think something's going to happen, we think it's going to happen soon. But macro events, especially like governmental like plays, can play over such long periods of time, and where they want to see things going. So it could, I don't know. It's very weird. Seeing the capture of like the financials, because like Bitcoin is born out of that, that same time as like Occupy Wall Street, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Occupy Wall Street. No. There was a movement here in the U.S. after like the banking collapse, where people were like just like protesting the financial system. It gave rise to some other things, but essentially that got co-opted. At that time, it was like conservatives were defending big corporations and banks and stuff like that, and then Democrats weren't, liberals weren't, and then this got co-opted essentially because we came after the thing that was really mattered to people, right? We can do whatever, but once we came after the money, the financial system, that's when shit got real.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when they teamed up with corporates to do like identity-based redirection. So where 99% movement came together and went like, fuck you guys, like you guys have ruined everything. And now everyone's fighting each other, right? And now what they're doing is they're taking the technology that's come from that time and movements and are using it to control us even further financially. So it's an interesting, like the people who are like hardcore Bitcoiners, like they believe a lot of this stuff about self-custody and things like that. But I'm also like a bit of a social net when it comes to the financial stuff. So I'm trying to keep it surface level here. But anyone wants to DM me, holy boy, do I have like.
Have you guys still got 4 spins to do?
Yes, we do.
Right. So I need to shoot. It's on the hour.
Yeah, that's
I've got to go, guys. But it's the last Friday Farm Frenzy with Fredo. The last Fredo Friday Farm Frenzy.
Quadruple F, right? Well, we will be back.
He loves vacation.
Well, I said this to the guys. Like, I'm only going because it's the Scouts. If it wasn't the Scouts, I wouldn't have booked a holiday for myself. But it's the Scouts. They rely on me, and I don't see this as much as a holiday. It's more like a trip outside with 8 or 10 kids. So no, I won't be having a lot of holiday, but I will be having fun.
Cool. Good stuff. All right. Cheers, guys.
Good. Cheers, Daniel.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pull up the next wheel. It's
I want
wheel.
DeMiller to announce it. DeMiller?
Yes. How? What
Doc.
shall I?
Doc.
The next wheel.
No, you have to dox. You have to come on screen.
Oh no, I don't dox. No,
It's
no,
okay.
no.
I have a picture with Demiller. I'll be sharing it in general and tagging everyone.
We
Yeah,
all
it's
have
okay.
I think
Yeah.
we both saw and interacted with them, Miller.
Yeah,
IR.
actually, Frito is very small. Like when Harley and
Yes.
me are standing next to Frito, it's like we have to
Yeah.
look down to Frito.
Yeah,
It's
but
very-
I'm pretty small. I won 173, 174.
pretty
Yeah.
small.
Yeah, for a Dutchman, I'm like pocket size. Yeah.
The Dutch are
Yeah.
enormous.
Yes.
There's like a country of ogres.
But I'm the small ogre. So here's the wheel.
Who's
We've
on
got 6 people on it, and these are only the people that participated in the Zeely event on MDB. So that they bought the MDB, they did some tasks, and then
Really quick, what is that ad up top? Ukraine in NATO, not if, when.
Oh,
those are just I don't know.
Frito.
Yeah, Bruno, what are you into, bro? What are you? What's going on here?
I never look at Ukraine, so I have no
I
idea.
agree with you, Frito, but still.
Yeah, man.
Not if when.
Way to make it political. We really kept that out of the conversation up to this point.
Yes. Now you know. Go Ukraine. So do you guys have any preferences on who has to win, or shall I just go ahead and spin?
I'm going with Mr. Bing. I think he's winning a lot of times in like
Mr.
the
Bing? Yeah,
the number game.
he's doing really good at the numbers game, I agree.
Mm.
Harley, hit me.
I'm gonna. Who's your second one? Let's pick 2 so we get everyone covered on the board. Who's your
Okay,
second
okay.
one, Miller?
I'm rooting for Mr. Bing.
But your second choice.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
because there's 6.
Let's go with Barbarian Run.
All right.
Barbarian Run, okay?
Yes.
Then I'll do Good Crypto and Tristan at the bottom.
All right. Nice. And then I will go Mrs. Elcoin and who else? Martin T. There you go. And I like that because Mrs. Elcoin, she's actually Belgian. So she's close to my like my place, but also close to my speech, my language. So let's spin number 1. We'll do 4 spins, by the way. $50 for each winner. Oh yeah! Winner, chicken dinner. Martin T.
You're gonna say winner. You're gonna say it in Dutch.
There is no such thing as Dutch.
You can't just say the words winner. I guess winner is not a word in a lot of European languages.
Winnaar.
America, baby.
No, because the winner is just winnaar in Dutch. That's basically the same.
We say it gewinner. It's the same.
Oh, gewinner. Yeah, klopt. That's how you say it. And we say winnaar. It's WINNAAR. So instead of ER, it's AAR. And chicken is kip or hoen in German.
Hoen, yes.
Hoen. And
Hoen.
dinner, is just like avondeten. So it would be like winnaar, kip avondeten.
Wow, that's ugly.
Yeah, it is. So it sucks.
It's words in German. It's terrible.
It is.
It is.
Abendessen oder?
Yeah, Abendessen is a very nice German word. Abendessen.
Yeah, Abendessen. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's do number 2. Basically the same in Dutch. Avondeten. Not very different. Mr. Bing!
Yes.
The Miller! You got him. Nice. So that's Mr. Bing for $50.
Mr. Bing.
Mr. Bing, Bing, Bing. All
Is
right.
he also like in MDB, like active? I saw him like
Yeah,
Foxify. But
he is active there, but maybe a bit less than on Foxify. Because actually, when I interacted with him on Foxify, I thought, hey, your name has changed colors, but that was because I was interacting with him on MDB first.
I
So
see.
yeah, he is active on both, but more on Foxify, I believe. All right, let's go. Spin number 3. Go, Mrs. Elcoin. Ah, very close to the second win for Mr. Bing there. But I like that we have all different winners. And again, these are out of our own pockets. So
That's very cool.
yeah.
That's cool. You do like 50-50, like everybody $100, or how you do it?
Yeah, it's $200 in total and 4 winners.
Yeah, but like you two, you're like giving each like $100, or how you do
Yes.
it? Like,
Yeah. Harley and I both put $100 towards this, and yeah, we paid from
that's
that.
cool.
Yeah, we did it last week as well, because it's a new format. We wanted to try something out, and
But you can't do it every Friday, right? Like,
nah,
nah.
no. But we were hoping it would be a bit more successful, honestly. But yeah, because it wasn't that successful, we thought like, hey, you know what? We don't want MDB to pay for it. We'll pay for it out of our own pockets.
That's cool.
It's all good. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not actually going to be reimbursing Frito, but
He already
he already has.
because I know where you live, buddy. Actually, I don't. All right.
sorry, you
last,
just start at El Marvel's house and you walk a mile north.
yeah. See, there you go. I know exactly where that is. Go. Yes.
This is the coin.
Whoop. Nice. Congratulations. That was so nice. I had both of them win, Martin T and Mrs. Alcoin. Cool. So that was all of the wheels. Those were the last wheel spins, also, by the way, ever on an FFF, on a Friday Farm Frenzy. But we are looking into something else as well. And I already heard a nice name from Harley earlier, so it will remain FFF most likely. But
Sorry, I put it in the announcement. So
Oh, you did.
It's public. Friday Fox Frenzy.
Yes, there you
Cool.
go.
Miller, will you be a fan of the show as well?
Of course, I will support you guys if you
Nice.
stay with Friday, like Friday afternoon, because I
Yeah.
always.
This is like the best time, mostly for the whole world, right? Because it is a nice time in America. It's a good time in Europe, and it's kind of getting late in Asia, but not too late. Yeah, Oceania it is just fucked. Just like that. But yeah, for the rest of the world, it's a pretty nice time. So yeah, we'll be hosting it at around this time. Yes.
So in 3 weeks, like the first episode, like after your holidays.
Well, I'm not entirely sure if they're going to run something on the Friday. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. So if you feel like running something, Harley, then do it. And if not, I will be there again on the 4th of August. That's a long way away, right? 4th
It is,
of
bro.
August. Yeah,
It's a long way out.
it
Sorry.
is.
The Miller's going to dox, and it'll be the Miller and Harley show.
Yeah, we can do that. I need to ask my mom first for permission.
Dude, I need some very expressive consent.
But-
yeah, I will do that.
Nice.
Thank you. We got,
All right.
we got more ideas in the general chat. All right.
Cool. Then I'm going to say goodbye, everyone.
What is that?
God, what is that?
That's my phone. Somebody was calling me because
Every
know.
time someone calls you, it's like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my God, you're an insane person. My phone just vibrates.
Yeah. Mine did too until I found that song, and I love it. So
Anyways, this has been the last
Yes.
psychotic episode of Friday Farm Frenzy. Stay
It
tuned as
was.
we retool and buying competition on Sunday. I don't want any
yes,
complaints about I didn't have funds and I didn't really notice. And it's
you've got
there,
enough
it's
notice now.
happening,
It's
and
happening.
I'm going to win but you're welcome to challenge me if you think you got the cojones. You
Yes.
got the cojones.
The balls.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much. Also, you, De Miller, for coming up.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And I would say goodbye.